Well, hello, YouTube. I'm here to set the record straight. Julie M says I'm out for this and I'm just being vague. Well, let me just clear a few things up, Julie. Now, take a pen out. I want you to write it down because I don't want this to be vague to you. Yes, anybody with a calculator can figure up you're being screwed. Yes, you are. I'm telling you how they did it. There's a difference in telling you I'm telling you how they're doing it with their software programs. I'm also telling you the mile to mile or zip to zip, how that's affecting you too. I don't know how vague that is, telling you that this is what they're doing with zip codes. If you're on one side of the zip, going to the far side of the zip, all those miles in between you do for free. How much clearer do I need to make it? But please, go watch someone else's channel. You know, I'm not making a dime. You made this thing that I'm out here to make money. Well, I haven't made a dime. You want to tell me how I'm making money? People call me. I talk to them for zero, and they know it because they're subscribed to this channel. Zero. But I can send you to a channel right now that sells books, T-shirts, and they give you a discount on their consultation phone calls. So don't accuse me of that crap because it really pisses me off. I don't have to do this, Julie. I really don't. I was asked to. I've got 14 years experience on the road. This guy's got 3. He's writing books telling you how to do something. Oh, yeah. And you should have a 10-foot box truck. Really? I don't know what you're going to do with it. Well, it's because it's 10,000 pounds. Well, let me just be clear on this one, too. I want to make sure we're precise and clear and not vague. Because I was accused of being vague. Well, here you go, Julie. The reason 10,000 pounds is important is that that's the total weight. You see, what you don't get is this. If you put a van out there, you have to keep it under 10,001 pounds to be exact. A van or a box truck. If you don't, your DOT is going to nail you to a cross because at 10,001 pounds, you got to scale, keep logs, and have a Class B CDL. Those are DOT regulations. Go look it up. I know it's vague. So when you're told to go get a truck for 10,000 pounds, some idiot's going to go out there and buy a truck at 10,000 pounds, load it up, cross a state line with it, get pulled over, and then they're going to scale it with portable scales, and then you don't get the way they fine you. They'll fine you for not having the license. They will fine you for, A, overloading it, the weight. They will fine you for not running the logs. Yeah, $2,000 to $3,000 each hit. But hey, don't listen to me. I just made money doing it for a living. I still am. Now, let's clear up one thing about Amazon. You talked about this other thing they did. Okay, Amazon doesn't hire direct employee drivers. Amazon has 0. I don't know how vague that is, but they have 0 drivers. They contract it out. They actually have a program where you, Julie, could come up with 10 grand. You get to have 30,000 in reserve. I hope these facts are helping you out. And you can basically set up and get vans and run them under there. But there's a lengthy application process and you can lose your ass. But Amazon is going to tell you, and here's what happens. Is it a good deal? No, it's not. But hey, what the hell? Go do it anyway. Because if you do the math, 40 vans makes $300,000. Break it down for how much per week that van makes. If you make, well, if I had a calculator here, let me get the computer up. I'll give you an idea what this actually looks like mathematically. I don't want to be vague here, but please, go watch someone else's channel. Let them charge you. I don't care. You know, I don't need you on my channel. Calculator. Let's see. So if you made $300,000 a year, hope this isn't vague, divided by 40 vans, this is what they say you should have to make that. Yeah. Wait till you hear these numbers, folks. This is vague. You made $7,500 a year per van. Let's divide that by 52 weeks. And you're making $144 a week profit off that van. What are you, an idiot? That's good for them. Sucks for you, but hell, it's good for them. And all that stop and start traffic you're going to be doing, it's going to tear the shit out of it. But hey, but they have to have that $10,000, okay, up front for 5 vans minimum. So you're putting $2,000 down per van for that lease through them. So if you had 40 I guess you have to put 80,000 up, huh? To make that return on your investment? Are you insane? Ha! That's the nuttiest thing I've heard yet. That sucks. But let's just take it down a little further, shall we? Let's say you do 20 vans. And if you did 20,000, that would be 150,000 roughly. Well, they said 75,000, didn't they? Let's go to that one. 75,000. Oops, too many zeros. Sorry. Clear entry. There we go. 20. Oh, then you're making $72 per van per week. Are you crazy? That's why people in the industry will tell you it's not a good deal. Hard to keep people working. You have to pay them like $15.50 an hour, something silly like that, to keep them out there. In time you pay your employment taxes and everything, because you can't make them a 1099. I hate to tell you this. You can't. Here's why. Because they have specified what they have to do every day. You see in Ohio, like for instance, Ohio, I'm going to give you some Ohio law. What makes you a 1099 versus a paid employee? Now, I'm going to give you an example of why it's done. And most courier companies skirt it. And they're getting dinged for it too. But you ever see like Medical, LabCorp, Quest, MedSpeed? Yeah, they pay their drivers $12 an hour and they give them a van or a car or whatever. And they drive that around. And they pay them and give them a W-2. Why? Because anytime you have to set up a route that you have to be at a specific time, and the next stop is a specific time, and the next stop is a specific time, in the state of Ohio, you're not considered a 1099, you're an employee, or if you have to be trained on it. You see here how a contractor works is, you give me a list of stops you want me to do, and this is the start and stop time, and I have to have a reasonable amount of time, and I set it up in the order I want to do it. Well, that's not what they want. They kick it over to someone else. At least Amazon makes them do it legally. Everybody else doesn't give a shit, and they run them illegal, and then they get caught and fined millions of dollars, and it's all fine and good, and you're paying for it, so what the hell? So, in essence, let's just get this clear. You don't have to trust me. I don't care. I get nothing from you. I'm giving you information, 14 years experience, 11 years as a courier, and 3 years as an expediter, and tops in my field. I've been recruited by such companies as FedEx. That's right, they call me, asking me to work for them. I get calls from companies asking me to drive for them. I know what I'm doing, that's why. I know how to make money at this. So, that being said, I hope that's not vague, but I'm telling you right now, you don't have to watch this channel. I get zero for it. I hope you get something out of it. But hey, watch someone else's channel. I mean, hey, they tell you make $750 a day, and you get $100 a box, and this is all funny. I know it's vague. I don't know how much more direct to make it. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. Have a nice life. Goodbye.